Welcome everyone to another video from the Secrets of the Jedi canon book. For those unfamiliar with this video series, here I break down an excerpt from the Secrets of the Jedi canon book that came out a few years ago, which is basically written from Luke Skywalker's point of view, like a diary, where he wrote about almost everything, whether it be the different Jedi of the Republic or galactic events from before he was born. And once I finish this series, there are 4 more books that focus on the Sith, bounty hunters, Wookiees, and a new one, clones, that I'll get into next, so make sure to subscribe if that interests you at all. Let's get into it. Lightsabers may be one of the most iconic aspects of Star Wars, instantly recognizable as being from a galaxy far, far away. But beyond being the fun sword to swing around in combat, there's a deeper history and importance to these weapons. Here's what Luke knows about lightsabers. When Rey arrived on Ahch-To, she presented me with my father's original lightsaber, which I had lost on Bespin all those years ago. She truly believed that returning it would convince me to rise again as the Resistance's last hope for victory. That wasn't the case, but I can understand why she thought it might work. Over the centuries, lightsabers have been a symbol of the Jedi, almost inseparable from the Order itself. But while the power of a lightsaber may be the stuff of legends, it's easy to forget that these weapons are no more than a carefully crafted assemblage of metal and wires. After losing my first lightsaber on Bespin, I was forced to walk the path of a true Jedi and build my own. Relying upon techniques and knowledge I had acquired, I was able to assemble a new weapon, perhaps one of only a select few that had been crafted since the fall of the Jedi Order. While I may not have had assistance from a lightsaber building droid like the younglings of old, I found that the mechanical construction of the lightsaber itself was fairly straightforward. Every lightsaber's hilt is customized to the individual's needs and preferences, but no matter the appearance, each weapon contains the same basic elements: power insulators, cycling field energizers, energy modulation circuits, a focusing lens, a blade emitter, and more importantly, an energy core containing a kyber crystal. Add a few control dials to adjust the length and intensity of the blade, and you have yourself a Jedi's best friend. I think this is actually one of my favorite passages from the book so far that I've gone through because of how particular and in-depth it is. He sounds a lot like the cynicist that we met in The Last Jedi at the beginning of the passage, talking about Rey bringing his old lightsaber back to him, but he quickly shifts to the importance in the image of the lightsaber. It reminded me that we still don't really know what happened to the Skywalker lightsaber after it fell into the junk piles on Bespin. Somehow it made its way to Maz Kanata on Takodana, and the only answer we got in The Force Awakens from her was a good question for another time, and I guess we're still waiting for that other time. But what I really liked about the passage was how Luke goes into the process of crafting his own lightsaber. Even though I can understand why it was cut, the Return of the Jedi deleted scene of him building his new green lightsaber is still one of my favorites, and I never even thought about how rare it would have been for someone to craft a new hilt after the fall of the Jedi, because by then most new Jedi were reusing old blades. The only other examples I can think of are Ezra Bridger from Star Wars Rebels, Leia, Rey, and I guess Cal Kestis would fall in there too. Luke also refers to a lightsaber building droid that helped younglings, which would have been the perfect place to name drop Hugh. But then he goes in depth into the parts of the lightsaber, listing the same basic elements included in every hilt, which was interesting for me to read through as well. Let me know what you think of this excerpt in the comments below. Remember to like the video and subscribe for more videos breaking down this book, and remember to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Thank you all for watching, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.